Hey everyone, happy holidays. I'm going to speak about several different topics. I have a lot to share with you. I have a few screenshots, some information here, and I feel to any gig worker, independent contractor would find any of this interesting. At least some of it. So let's get to it. First, let me show you a few screenshots. I've discussed this before. Ever since in my opinion, pandemic has started, many restaurants have closed on Sundays. Well, this place, and this is a Thai place in Belmore, from now on, for now, they're closing Sunday and Mondays. They're so busy during the week. They need a day off, but Sundays aren't what they used to be. I feel Sundays have become more for Instacarters, personal shoppers, Shipped, Spark. And let me show you something about Spark. It's not Spark, but I couldn't if I wasn't as tired as I was today. I did work today, but I worked very little. I squeezed in seven deliveries. That was it. I did a little Grubhub, little Uber Eats, and I took care of some holiday stuff. But let me show you this. Oh, I just took a screenshot to make sure that I will get paid for that 1 hour and 27 minutes that I spent at the mall, and I never got the job done, but not my fault if you watch my earlier video. Nobody knew about the order, and nobody knew where to send me to pick up the order. It was canceled, and they told me I was going to get paid anyway. I expect this money to be in my checking account by Tuesday, no later than Tuesday. I'm staying on top of it. Here's something else I've noticed for the past few months. I just kept forgetting to share it with you. Uber Eats, when you do an instant cash out and you want your money in your account that's linked to your Uber Eats account, it's an 85-cent fee now instead of 50. That's been like that for a few months in my market. Now look at this, $54.53, 7 packages. If I was in the right state of mind, I would have taken that on a day like today with no traffic. But what bothers me about this offer, it's 33.4 miles. That's 1 delivery, 2 drop off, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, if I would have known that this was in the middle of the route and they would have brought me back down to Oceanside because I live in Freeport, I would have taken that offer. But there's no guarantee that that would be in the middle of the route. They don't share that with you. And to drive all the way back from whatever's past Floral Park, I guess Bayless Place, I never heard of that, or Warwick Road, Bayless Place, to drive all the way back home to Freeport would add another 25 miles to the trip. Now, if I would have known that this was in the middle of the route and the last drop-off was in Oceanside, I probably would have taken that. I was really upset that I didn't know the difference. I would have sucked it up just to experience it once. And that's that with the images, guys. I would have did it for that money. But to drive all the way up there, north, and then be told to come all the way back south, that would have added at least 25 miles to the trip. Not so appealing anymore. They have to fix that. Maybe they should put numbers. Oh, Uber Eats for delivery, if you're watching, add numbers to each drop-off. Like 1, 2, 3. That's a really great idea. First drop-off. Second drop-off. Third drop-off, the one on top. Fourth drop-off. Fifth drop-off. Sixth drop-off. Seventh drop-off. Eighth drop-off in Oceanside. I would have taken that if I knew the route. I speak about dlivrd. You can visit my community page. I posted a picture of the back of my identification card. I was not aware They have a driver referral code on the card. They want you to recruit people in the field when you're working. They need backups. Look what happened the other day at the mall. That was very unfair to me, not knowing where to send me. Maybe they could have taken care of it, got someone else on the fly, because they do that sometimes. They send you an offer, respond in 10 minutes. Do you want the offer? Please go to my community tab and you can scan. And when you visit the site, you see all the locations that dlivrd is available to work in. I don't know how much they pay you, but anything's better than nothing. It's worth a shot. So I wear this when I'm working because I like the restaurants to know and the delivery drop-off to know that I am a delivery driver. Questions, call. I like that a lot. So visit my community tab so you can scan the QR code. I already tested it out. It works. Because of that ID card, I bought some Christmas cards today. I'm going to finish them up tomorrow. And I found these cards at a local card store. That's why I'm wearing a pajama top. But you see, I bought bright colors. I want people to know in the store. People are probably going to ask me questions while I'm shopping in the stores that I shop at. Do you know where this is? Can you help me out? If I know where it is, I will. But it starts conversation. I watch people chit-chat in the food stores. I'm one of them. Chit-chat on the lines, handing out their business cards all the time, exchanging information. The best form of advertising, marketing. In the field, while you're there, local customers. That's what you want. And I'm going to add these cards. I'm going to dress up this side and fill in the information on this side. So when I strike conversation, I'll wear these when I'm working my dumpling business. Here's my information. Look at that. It even has a spring. Here's my information. Would you like to take a picture? Have my cards in here too. And I'm going to figure something out. But the point is, I just saw it today. This has a snap. I could place cards in here so I have them on my person. And I want people to know that I'm working. And I'm shopping. I'm a personal shopper. I'm here shopping for a client. You ever need my service? No membership fees, no platform fees, no credit card processing fees. Bring it on. That's the best form of advertising. And I would think, because I really do respect the stores I shop in, I had a little outburst in a store yesterday, in my opinion. However, it was an Instacart shop. So I'm going to do that for my dumpling business. Wear these in the field, strike conversation, have a couple of cards in here, hand them out, or they could take a picture. I'll set it up, because then they could QR code too. They could just swipe the QR code. Great idea. Instead of a uniform, it's a great idea. I'm going to share a couple of stories now. I was working in Instacart yesterday. I'm running out of steam. That's why I only did a handful of Uber Eats today and a few Grubhubs, very local. I drove, 32 miles maybe. And I just earned a few bucks. And I did the same thing yesterday with Grubhub in the morning. I completed 3 just to keep it active, because I haven't completed a Grubhub order in almost a month. And I'm not ready to give up the app yet. I need to keep it active. I want it as a backup. And today they gave me a few more. And then I did a few more Uber Eats, just to keep the steady income coming in. I just couldn't get myself to get into a store and accept Instacart orders. And I did turn it on. The orders stunk. And I said, I do better during the week. Weekends in my market have died. They're not the big money makers they used to be in my market. Because there are many, I said this before, 9 to 5ers, 8 to 4s, 10 to 6, 11 to 7s, and they work on the weekends for extra income. They complete a couple of shops in the evening during the week. They need the money. And I've seen less business, and showing you that another busy restaurant in my area is closed on a Sunday. They only closed on Mondays. Now they close Sunday and Mondays. It's not worth for them opening. They're not making enough profit. They make all their money. They earn all their money from Tuesday through Saturdays now. Just the way it is. And we discussed it. She was really nice. I shopped for Instacart. I took a ShopRite. I almost took ShopRite off my list for my dumpling business. I chose not to. And it's because I earn a lot more money when I shop for a client on dumpling. And I know who I'm dealing with when I have a client. I had a very hard client yesterday, and it was a double shop, a double order, one batch, shopping at a Stop and Shop down the street. And I was in and out, and I went to ShopRite. I felt like it never came to an end. And the client refunded. I want a refund. I want a refund. I want a refund. Nothing made this client happy. Any of my picks, replacements. And I have 5 stars for replacements, suggested replacements. And I say 95% of the time they say yes. They don't always say yes, but 95% of the time. And it got to a point, 3/4 of the way in, I'm like, this has to come to an end. This is ridiculous. It was too much time on the phone. They started asking me, well, can you send me the prices and tell me which one's cheaper and blah, blah, blah. I said, no. Here's a picture. And that's after I sent them a picture of a suggested replacement. No, it's $5.19. Do you want it or not? You don't get that with a dumpling client. And the one pain in the butt I had, I haven't accepted an order from them. And I don't want an order from them because they didn't tip either. 2 people that didn't tip with dumpling. And I just don't want them as clients because I charge a very fair price. And I work for some tips. That's just the way it is. Especially now, since I'm not charging a platform fee. Or, I'm sorry I keep touching the phone, but it just goes dark. So I shared that with you. Instacart is unbelievable. Then I get to the register, and I didn't want to be disrespectful to the young woman really trying to do what she felt best. And I remember being her age and being eager about the job, and she was great. But bagging, I actually bought a few bags on the side because I knew I was going to rebag when I went outside. 4 cans of soup in 1 bag. ShopRite bags are cheap. If you can't put more than 4 cans of soup in a bag, why even produce the product to use? Pay 5 cents to use the product. So when I got outside, I had 3 sets doubled and 1 tripled. And I filled the bags up properly because they weren't that heavy. When I got to the drop-off, I lifted 1 at a time. I made 5 trips. And I could hold it like this, and I placed it on the stoop. All the cold with the cold, all the soups with the soups, and everything else. It was very organized, secured, sturdy. It was just a never-ending trip. It happens. But when I shop for a dumpling client, I don't get that kind of, I finally had to say, oh, come on already. It was annoying me. I will write one more good review about a worker because he made my job so much easier when I started Instacart. And I actually walked an extra couple of aisles. And it's hard because their stores are humongous in my market. Makes it harder. It makes it less worth the money with Instacart. Dumpling, I'm going to earn a lot more. So I went to him and he was so helpful, and I need to write a very good review about him, and then he deserves it. Okay. So, forgot to mention where I got these tags. If you live in Long Island, these ID, they had a bunch of them. I shopped at a store in Merrick. It's a card store. Wanted to give him a shout out. I've been going there for the past couple of years for my cards and little extras. His name's Jonathan. He just has a good business. He's a very nice man. Go check him out. Dumpling. Let me go back to dumpling. Now, if you want to stay for the rest of the video, that's great. I'm going to be a few minutes because I'm reanalyzing my business. adjusting it. I'm editing it. Rethinking my pricing. I'm rethinking my zip codes. I took another zip code off, and I'm probably going to take a couple of more off. Just wanted to sink in. About 8 months ago, I took the time to do a lot of research with zip codes because it's not worth the income if I have to drive so much to be a shopper. I could really focus on this area, saturate it. And the reason is dumpling is so new in my market. Now, if you want to stay for the rest of the video, I'm going to move on the screen and show you examples with some zip codes, because there's only one other shopper that's hanging in there, and she don't really cover much ground. Let me show you. So you can stick around. I shared everything else I needed to share. I spoke about Grubhub. I spoke about Uber. I spoke about Instacart. I shared the ID cards, what I'm going to do. Please visit the community tab if you want to join dlivrd. And let's get to it. Let's do that screenshot, baby. All right. I'm just in the customer account. And I took a lot of time to put this information together about 8 months ago. And good thing I did, because it's making it much easier for me to figure out what zip codes I want to continue to work. And I can also expand in the future if I ever move more out east. I'm planning far ahead because this isn't a short-lived opportunity. I'm creating a small business of my own, and I see being a personal shopper for a very long time. Okay, here we go. Just as an example. Oh, I hope this is the one. 11714, Bethpage, Plain Edge. Find a shopper. 11714. Yes. There's this woman, young woman, Amelia. She's working in that market. She's working in, I say 25% of the zip codes I have. But what I find peculiar, I was checking out her availability, her pricing. She's lowballing herself, in my opinion. However, she also has Walgreens up there. She also has PetSmart, Pickup Restaurant, Pick Up a Store, any store. Oh, I should check that out. I see what they mean. And 15% of groceries or 15 minimum. But you see her delivery area, they're not allowing her to use zip codes yet because this is very new. And when they offered it to me, I said, yeah, I want to switch that on. She's obviously still working because her last couple of deliveries was December 15th and December 14th. But she's lowballing me in that zip code. So people are going to hire her first, I would think. Okay, let's go back. Find a shopper. How about 11758? 11758. That is Massapequa cities, North Massapequa, East Massapequa, South Farmingdale, specifically. And I only pop up. This is a very new opportunity in this market, in the area I live and work. Here, let's try another one. 11566. 11566. That is Merrick, North Belmore. I only pop up. I'm not giving up. I feel people give up too soon and they don't really reap the rewards that they seek, that they desire. In any industry, any little home business, selling makeup, selling goods, they give up too soon. They think that they're going to be, why doesn't anybody want this or want that? Well, because it don't happen that way. Ooh, she's in Garden City? No, she's not. Just me. Garden City, Stewart Manor, Garden City, South, and Uniondale, 11530. Let's try another one. What's another one? She was in a couple of them, but that's it. How about, I think she's in that one. Oh, let me show you one that I'm not even in because I took it off. 11563, 11563. See, nobody's around. Why show you this? It's because this opportunity is very, very new. Just like Instacart was very, very new. Just like Uber Eats was very, very new. Grubhub, DoorDash, Shipped, Spark, dlivrd. I mean, the future of app income will only increase in demand. So get ahead. Just get ahead. I'm tweaking my profile. Here's another thing. This is good to show you. If we type in, I'll type in my zip code just to show you. And I pop up. And I tap my name. I changed my announcement to pay no platform, membership, or credit card fees when you hire me. That's catchy. Right off the top, on my dumpling profile, on the announcements, even when they use that zip code search, you're going to see that right off the bat. No membership fees, no platform fees, and no credit card fees? Yeah, if you hire me. Because all those third-party ads, they like to charge fees. How little can they get people to work for? And, how many fees can they create so they can earn their, that's their business model. It's not just from workers going out in the field and, shopping, but it's also all the fees on top of it. That's how they earn their money. So, all right, I hope you found this video interesting. This took a lot of planning, doing. Visit the community tab if you want to check out dlivrd to see if it's in your market. I wasn't aware. They're in a lot of major cities. Use your phone. Use the QR code. That's it. Okay, guys, until next time, have a good one. Keep at it. And I'm doing what all the huge corporations do. And anyone who knows me knows I've said this for so many years. Corporations love making huge, big changes during the busiest time of the year because people aren't paying attention. So I'm working harder to get prepared for the new year that's just around the corner. I'll see you later. Bye, everybody. I'm doing exactly what the corporations do, the big businesses. Bye for now.